Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Power and what is kilowatt or power? The rate of doing work is called power. Rate means rate is the amount of work done in a specific period of time. Means if the work done is 6 joules per second, then we say that rate of doing work is 6 joules per second. The more powerful something is, the faster it can do work, or the rate of work, rate of doing work is more. So mathematically we can write power is actually the work done per unit time. For example, if an electric bulb is of 100 watt, then it means that it consumes 100 joules of energy, as work is a form of energy, per second. And 1 joule per second is known as 1 watt. So the SI unit of power is watt. If I say this bulb is 100-watt bulb, it means it consumes or it makes a work of 100 joule per second, or it consumes an electric energy of 100 joules per second. Similarly, a tube light of 60 watt means it expends the 60 joules of energy in 1 second. An electric fan, a ceiling fan, if it is of 80 watt, then it means that it expends an energy of 80 joules in 1 second. And if an electric iron, if it is of 1000 watt, then it means that it expends 1000 joules in every 1 second. So power is actually how much a device consumes or gives energy in 1 second. Power and velocity. Sometimes it is convenient to express the power in terms of force and velocity. As we know that power is actually the ratio of work done per unit time. Sometimes it is convenient, power and velocity. Sometimes it is convenient to express the power in terms of force and velocity. As you know that power is the ratio of work and time, and work is equal to force dot displacement. So power will become equal to force dot displacement over time. From this equation, by putting the value of W, our work, over here, we get the result over here. And d over t, our displacement per unit time, is known as velocity. So we can write force dot velocity is actually power. For example, if a body is applied a force, or we push a body with a force of 6 Newton, and it moves with a speed of 2 meters per second, it means that it has the power of 12 joules, 12 Newton meters per second, or the work which are doing on that object is at the rate of 12 joules per second. In every 1 second, we are storing the energy in that body, are doing work on that body at the rate of 12 joules in every second. So, if the body moves faster by applying that force, it means that more power he is getting. The force dot velocity is known as power. What is 1 kilowatt hour? The 1 kilowatt hour, symbolized by KWH, is a unit of energy. It is not a unit of power, it is a unit of energy, equivalent to 1 kilowatt of power expended for 1 hour. And it is generally the unit of any power company such as MEPCO or any other power company or WAPDA and any other power company which gives the billing. 1 kilowatt hour is actually the billing unit and it is known as 1 unit. We know that power is defined as energy per unit time. From that equation, we can write energy is equal to power into time. So if a body is doing work at the rate of 1 kilowatt, means 1000 joules per second, and it continues to do work for 1 hour, then it means that it is performing or it is giving output of 1 kilowatt hour. Conversely, we can take the example of iron. If this iron expends the amount of energy of 1000 joules in 1 second, as it is of 1000 watt, and it expends that energy for the continuously 3600 seconds, it means that 1000 joules per second for the 3600 seconds, total 3.6 million joules are 3600,000 joules. And this total amount of joules or energy is known as 1 kilowatt hour. When we expend this amount of energy or the iron expends this amount of energy, then we have to pay the bill of 1 unit. The kilowatt hour is not a standard unit in any formal system, but it is normally used in electrical applications. An energy expenditure of 1 kilowatt represents 3600,000 joules. Thank you for watching the video. Please visit www.kencollege.com for more information and please subscribe our channel so that we can provide more information to you.